What's up, everybody? It's your friendly wardrobe, and we're here for some late night live gaming. There's been a ton of live games today, live chitty chats among gamers, board and mini. It's been a lovely convention weekend, and this is your friendly wardrobe here to take you late into the night. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend the rest of the talk doing this because this is irritating to me as much as it is to you. So let's get our dice out, get our little rules out for bolt action, and play a little unpainted bolt action, mini on mini action. Let's do this. All right, everybody, it's Wardrobe here. I just built out this live, it's for live. I just built this live thing. No, I just built up the bolt action starter set, the Band of Brothers starter set. As some of you may know, I've been doing that here for a little while, a few weeks. So this bad boy here, and been having a ball putting it together. Challenges, of course, never done 28. So I built it out, got them built, and there's been some debate among the people who watch my channel. Like, do I play them unpainted or do I go ahead and do a quick painting? So I was getting ready to do a quick painting of them. I painted up a few. There's Americans on this side, painted up these guys here, painted up a German there. I just put out the video today. It was one of my 20-minute challenge videos, even though I took about 30 minutes to do that. Prime the buildings. And I based these guys here, put a little basing on there because they're laying down flat. Probably should have done the same with these guys, but I just can't help myself. Let's get to playing. Like I said, if I had bought this set, I'd never played it before, never done anything, I'd be like, man, if I was with a friend, we got them built, I said, let's just play a quick game. Come on. So I know it would happen. So that's what I'm going to do. Thanks all for coming on. Modeling for Advantage. Hey there, man. So yeah. So, I know Modeling for Advantage can give advice. Now, look, let me tell you, everybody, if you want to see a good channel who has got the box set and then played it on a nice table, go to Modeling for Advantage. They have some great series of videos, and they just add to the armies and make them great. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this as much as, again, if I had never played, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do what they did in the rule book here. I'm just going to put a table together, and let's do this. Again, you come to my channel for the highest levels of mediocrity. You go to Modeling for Advantage and the many myriad of other channels for high quality. Now, I have played a few games of bolt action. I'm by no means an expert, and I fully expect Modeling for Advantage to be saying, come on, man. Hold on, let me pop open a cold one. Wait, Modeling for Advantage. Have you gone to sleep, or are you just now waking up? It is, man, it is early there. He's, I believe he's 6 hours ahead of me. I believe it is 5:30 there. You are a man not after my own heart. I'm a late night dude, not an early morning dude. It's pink. It's Pastique watermelon, naturally estanced LaCroix. It's just bubbly water. I like drinking the bubbly water. And drinking carbonated water on the video is fantastic. It makes for great, belches on TV live, and people love that. So, modeling, if you want to, 5:30, I'm waking up. Do you want to have a good morning game of bolt action? Let me know. I'm Modeling for Advantage, and you can come on board. I think. Could you come on board on here? I think you could. Anyway, but real quick, hey, some real quick basics that I know of bolt action, and I suspect everyone watching probably knows. But I'm going to use. I pretty much know the rules for the most part. What was I going to do? Oh, and I did go on to Easy Army. So again. This is specifically for this getting started series. You do not need to do this, but it does make it easier. You get the full rule book with this kit, So you can easily build this army based on the armies that they provide you in that basic rule book, which I think, not basic rule book, the full rule book. I think any rule book that doesn't have at least some basic army lists is suspicious, or unless it's a sandbox game, which you have to build your own armies, then that's a different thing altogether. But like this, it includes, some British, Russian, Americans. So you can at least get some stuff and you can get started. So you can build this from the book. I did go to a website called easyarmy.com, and they have a bolt action army builder, and man, it makes it really easy. So let me show you that real quick, and then I'm going to. So it does not do that German. I just printed it up big so I could pick it real quick. It builds a nice army list for you, and it also tells you some of the special rules. So if you could all give me one moment. Modeling, I'll email you the link. Please hold 1 minute. So Modeling for Advantage is going to join us on here, and we might just play a little game against each other here. So, bam. So it's going to take me a second, everybody. Apologize for the diversion here, but this will make it a better video, trust me. And he knows the rules better than I do. So we're going to go here. We're going to look for the Restless Kaiser. Restless, there he is. And he has been using StreamYard himself, which is fantastic. And so get ready to see some fun action there. So let me go back to StreamYard here. Okay. Okay, so, oh, you know what I do have it. Okay. So I'm going to use everything that came in the game. I'm going to use I love these little white dice that came with the game itself. It's pretty, I don't know, something cool about it. I like small dice like that. Like Advanced Squad Leader and a lot of the MMP games that is actually set up below this camera. I'm going to use the templates they use and these little pin markers and all that business. And then they have these little tokens. A lot of people don't use these tokens for much. We don't really need most of them for this because no one's going to really be hidden or anything like that. And I have emailed you Restless. So what else can I tell you before he jumps on? So in this book, they provide you, what I find it interesting, they provide you like this little, little army list here to build out your Americans, but they don't provide it for the Germans. I find that interesting. Oh, here it is. U.S. Paratrooper Squad, it gives you the points and all that and how to figure out the points, but they don't have one for the Germans. I don't understand why that is, but it isn't. And look how good it can be if they're all painted. Right? Look at that. It's amazing. Maybe mine will be that way there soon. So every unit gets a command die. So both sides get 4. The points are very close. The Americans are a little higher points. The Hanomag, the half track, and the squad get 1. The leader gets 1, and then that unit. I kind of started them on this side. I'll ask. I don't know who Restless will want to play if he is going to help play. So then I'm going to I'm using everything they brought with me except for these little things here to mark. They suggest a 3 foot by 3 foot table. I'm going to put these in here. Oh, looks like he's on. Just a minute, everybody. Restless, what's up? Are you with me? Oh boy. He's not muted. We dropped off. Oh no. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to use a little plastic bag to pull the dice from here. So I'm not going to start yet. It comes with the template, which I think is pretty cool. It came with these little markers. Like I said, not very many people use these, but this shows like if the turret's jammed. I think the turret can jam. It's got immobilized. It's got little snap to action. Like you could throw it down if you're snapping to action. It's not a big enough game where you really need the reminder. This is a spotted marker, I believe. This one is handy to me. It shows if it's ranged in, so you could put it here. and put like a 5 here to show that you've targeted it and it hasn't hit yet. And then, of course, these are the pin markers. I've tried a couple of things here. I painted it white. I was going to wash it a darker color to see if you could see the numbers. They're really hard to see. In fact, a lot of people just put down, 2 pin markers because eventually you kind of build up a set of them. It comes with a few, more than you need actually for this. And it actually, I noticed it came with an extra command die. You could break these Americans into smaller squads. The Germans have the absolute smallest squads they can get. All right, Restless is back on. Let's see if we get some sound here. Hopefully we're not having some technical difficulties. Uh-oh, Paul's watching. Everybody, P. Bacchus is watching. Oh, man, I got them all over the globe. We got them in Aussie, and we got them over in England. That's amazing. I was just telling my wife, I'm just amazed by stuff today. Restless, are you with us?
I'm here. Is the audio okay?
All right, you're talking. I see you're talking, and I can't hear. What is going on here?
Oh, no.
Get rid of that. You keep talking here. I'm going to check something out.
Keep talking. You can't hear me, but
sorry, everybody. This was the
Paul
last
hear me.
I saw him on. And... All right, Russ, let's talk.
I'm talking. It's me.
All right.
Is that not loud enough?
All right, I hear you. All right, I hear you on my phone, but not on my computer.
Ooh.
This is interesting. So this is a problem on my side, Restless, not yours.
All right. Okay.
All right, everybody. Okay, let me think here. What's going on? I am going to do something here real quick. Bear with me, everyone. I'm trying to be sneaky with my double cameras here. I'm going to maybe cancel the one camera out here. So, leave studio.
What are you working on at the moment, Paul, while Todd fiddles with the technology?
Yeah, no, everyone can hear him but me. Yeah, Paul, what are you working on? And here we go. Cam mic.
World War I Anzacs. What, 28 mil?
This is really weird, everybody. I apologize for this. MacBook speakers test. Well, I can't hear anything.
So I think I've seen you've been doing stuff. Oh, is it those guys who do that pirate game? I'm missing all the words now. It's very early in the morning. I'm trying to think. I have seen you doing some videos on them a while back. Blood and Valor. There you go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everybody, I apologize for this. Audio default MacBook speakers.
Rocky's War Room. Which Rocky's War Room person is it that has the Rocky's War Room as their in-game chat? Which one of you is it?
It's Matt.
It's Matt. I need to remember that.
They're Restless?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say something?
I can say something, yeah. That's me saying something.
Now I can hear you.
Sweet. But are they hearing me twice?
I don't know what's going on there. Weird. Okay, beautiful. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, no problem.
I'll get you while you're groggy. Maybe I can, let's see, I got that. Got my mic speakers. All right, I'm going to try to get to a better microphone. Can I still hear you? Yes, I can still hear you. Can everyone hear me?
Still hear me? Right. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
All right,
I don't mind whichever team. I think the Americans have a slight advantage in this game.
Sure seems like it.
So I can play the Nazis.
Okay. So yeah, we got Not Jay on from Not Jay. So he just jumped off. So Matt, who's just hosting a game, they played Savage Core. Had a beautiful board. So everyone go check out Rocky's War Room. Probably will load up tomorrow live, I assume, or not. He played live tonight. He just finished. Not Jay was with him. Beautiful island board. Lots of little islands. They were jumping from island to island, going after each other with T-Rexes and apes throwing poop and I don't know, all kinds of stuff.
Monkeys throw poo, man. That's what they do. I did see that, and the board did look great. But I saw you were on live. I thought, nah, Todd's my first love for my American YouTube content.
Oh, thanks, buddy. But they're done. I waited till they were done live. There was a slate of live games today because there's like 3 online conventions happening today. So here in the U.S. anyway. Okay, so you want to play? So we can set up your Germans a little differently. This is how I set them up and decided to go live. So you got your 5-man squad, leader, and your half track.
2, 5, 1, 10.
Yep. With the anti-tank gun on it. You want to move any of these guys over here? Or?
Nah, let's just do it, Todd. The people they want to see dice being rolled, right?
All right, let's do this. So, all right, everybody. Like I said, I'm using everything pretty much from the game as it comes here. This almost exactly like the board looks like in the book. Let's do this. And the first dice I pull is German.
Mate, I don't want to call cheat, but you do seem to be drawing the dice from a clear bag.
I'm not looking at the bag. I am a man of honor.
Of course.
Where would you like to use your dice? You want to use your commander to snap to action? Of course, I probably didn't put them within range of anybody because
I know that those filthy Americans have got loads of short range weapons. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate the half track.
Okay.
And we are going to fire the half track at the MMG team.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So that's going to be 1 die.
Actually, assuming you set these up, are they 24 inches apart? This deployment zone.
Let's take a look. I tried to do it just like I think they're going to be 20. Let's take a look. Yeah. So, let me ask you. When you measure, what do you measure from? Just the center to center, or edge to edge?
You technically measure from the gun barrel, not for bolt action. It's a bit of a true line of sight type thing.
22 inches.
Cool. So I'm not a long range. I'm just going to hit you on a 3.
No, come on. Oh, by the way, everybody, I'm going to even use all their basic stuff. I have a better thing, but I'm just going to use this one. I'm not using the ruler, though. I'm using my own tape measure. It
is sweet, that, isn't it? That's the box topper, and it's a crib sheet and so forth.
Yeah.
That's really, really useful. So, Todd, if you've not played a lot of bolt action, you might want to go down, because if I hit that, team's dead.
So, so you can go down when you declare fire, or I can just say I'll take the chance, but I'm going to go down.
Okay, so that gives me an additional -2 to hit, so I'm going to hit you on 5s.
Okay, and I'm going to roll, and I hope... Or do you want to roll? Or I...
No, I've not got a camera here. I'm in my jammies, people don't want to see that.
Oh, yuck. You rolled a 5.
Yeah, not Jay, you're absolutely right, there's 0 terrain. This is the scenery that you get in the starter set. To be fair, it's better than nothing. It's a lot better than nothing. This is an out-of-the-box game is better than most.
Yep. All right, so you hit him.
Did I hit him for real?
Yeah, hit a 5. Yep.
Okay, so it's a light anti-tank gun, so it's got a 1-inch HE template, which is going to hit 2 guys, right?
Yep.
Okay, and they are going to be killed on are they regular or veteran? Or
everyone's veteran on this, both sides.
So they're normally killed on 5s as veterans, but 1-inch HE has got a +1 to its kill number. So you're going to roll 2 dice, and they're dead on 4s.
4 and a 2.
So we kill a guy.
Yep.
Fortunately, there's a loose guy behind them, so you can take him off. So, and you now take a D2 pins for that weapon. This is all mental maths. Check this. Great math.
1. Okay, and that's it.
That is it.
So, they just took 1 pin. So and we have enough pin markers. I'll just use 1, add them. So down. Okay, so use one of my dice. Unfortunately, as the American.
Take that, Yankee.
My eyes are closed. Oh, German. So look, if I'm cheating, I'm not doing a very good job of it.
Okay, so the 2 guys in the command team, have they got a pair of assault rifles?
No, I equipped them. Oh, shoot. That's hilarious. I didn't put a gun on this guy. He has no gun. Let's that's hilarious. He's supposed to have that. I guess good thing I still have the kit. I'll need to add that to him. Whatever you want to put with him, we can say he's got. I'm fine.
Let's go with a pair of assault rifles. So I'll take a 6-inch move, hoping to get into hard cover.
Okay. 6-inch move, you said?
6-inch move, just straight up towards that building, and then I want to shoot at your 3-man command team.
Okay. So 6 inches gets you right up here. You're not quite in the building here.
Cool.
Are you going to? I'll be answered to see. Yeah, wow, that is hilarious. So that's just an advance.
That's correct, yeah. And so the mental maths tells me you should be within 18.
You are, yes.
Yeah, so that's 18 is long range for assault rifles, and you get 2 shots. So, and you don't pay the move and fire penalty. So I'm going to hit you on 3s is the basic, 4 for long range. But it looks to me like I'm shooting through hard cover there.
Yeah, you definitely are shooting like through the rough terrain here.
So that's going to go up to 6.
So normally these guys get 2 shots. Do I only get 1 because you moved?
No, the rate of fire doesn't change, but there's normally a hit penalty for moving. But they've got assault weapons, so they're not paying that hit penalty. Okay. I think you might check on that crib sheet. Does it say assault rifles? Does it say they're assault weapons?
Yeah, I've got the rules here. I used Army Builder, so no penalty to hit when moving, shooting. They're tough fighters, which tough. Okay, so that's close quarters. Okay, so I'm rolling 4 dice.
I didn't mean check the assault weapons rule. I meant check if assault rifles get the assault weapons rule.
Oh, yes, they do. Yeah,
cool. Right, so it'd be 4 dice on 6s because it's hardcover and long range.
0.
Yeah.
Americans. Normally, to enter a building, do you have to run, or that's when you leave a building? Is there a rule for that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay,
that might be for contained buildings with rooms and so forth. But these are ruins. I think they're just functioning as hardcover, true line of sight.
Okay, all right. Let's. I'm going to advance this whole squad here, which is 6 inches. They're going to stay out in the open because, why use terrain?
Exactly, mate. Pro.
How about these beautiful unpainted gray models? Aren't they great?
What have you weighted them down with, Todd? I've noticed that while you were building them. I meant to ask, are they on metal washers or something?
Yeah, so they're 1-inch washers. Using on the basis that they provide you in the box.
Cool.
That just adds a little heft to them, and in addition, when you store them, you can use magnets, and they don't move.
Okay, pro tip here, Todd. That anti-tank gun of mine can fire and hit 4 of those guys because you've not spaced them out.
All right then.
They can be up to 2 inches apart. No. You want to space them out.
I understand. I'm just kind of looking what I got here. The guy with the bar needs a guy with him, right?
No. BAR does not need a loader.
Oh, then I entered them wrong in the. I entered it wrong in the Easy Army.
There we go.
Okay. So that's interesting. So I don't have their stats here. What is it considered? What kind of weapon is it considered?
The BAR, it is an automatic rifle.
Oh.
It's probably an option BAR.
Okay. I just didn't see it in there. Probably I just overlooked it and added light machine gun instead.
It's got 2 dice and it's got a longer range.
Okay. All right. So, So then they're going to want to fire on this squad here, if I can reach them.
Right. So your SMGs are going to be out of range.
Yep.
They've got a 12-inch range.
So him and him. Okay.
So you've got a BAR and several rifles. How many rifles you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bar.
5 and a bar. So, what's the range on the BAR? You'll need to check your crib sheet, Tom. Todd, I'll get my rule book out while you do that.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a bit more slick.
Well, if it's an automatic rifle, it's 30 inches.
Right. So if are they within 15 or not? They might be. It's just a question of whether they're at long range.
No, they're like 18, 19.
Okay, so you'll hit on 3s normally. You would hit on 4s because you're moving, and you hit on 5s because of long range. But Americans have a special rule, which means they can move and fire without penalty. And that's to kind of, there's not a separate stat line for the Garand and the carbine, but they're semi-automatics.
Mm-hmm.
And what he does is the game kind of gives them a slight advantage in it allows them to maneuver and fire. So it's just going to be 4s for you. So you get 1 for each rifle and 2 for the BAR, all hitting on 4s.
Yeah, it's kind of funny on the Easy Army. They don't really list that American special rule.
It depends which army list you used.
Yeah.
The army special rules, the generic ones, and then the specific ones for particular theaters. It gets a bit nuanced after the fact.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits, and you're going to kill them on 5s because they're veterans.
3, 4, 6, 6. So 2 kills.
Right, the 6s are potentially exceptional. So you roll those again, and if you get 6s, you get to pick who you kill.
2, 4.
Okay, so you just killed 2 riflemen.
Or in this case, okay. All right. So in your squad here, I put they basically had a light machine gun, 2 rifles, a submachine gun, and an assault rifle.
Cool.
Okay.
McMorris is 30 inches for the BAR. Yeah.
I'm not able to see the comments. I got spread on the other side of the table here. I'll go check out comments after the turn. All right, we got Americans again. I think what I want to do here, I'm going to advance my, yeah, I'm going to advance my command team to this building or as close as I can.
So you can run for 12 and give up shooting, or you can just move 6 and then shoot.
Yeah, I think I'll just go up to 12 here. Okay, they are done. 3 dice, 2 Germans, 1 American. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Mini Warmat just ordered himself an armored fist, 3 half tracks and 30 dudes. That's going to keep you busy. But you know what, Mini Warmat, is you supposed to be painting the last of those Star Trek models, aren't you?
Yeah, you tell him.
Mate, honestly, it's been months now.
There we go. That's what we like from Rocky's War Room, giving Mini Warmat a tough time. He gets enough of a hard time from all of us.
He's your Johnny B, though, isn't he?
I guess he might be our Johnny B. That's a great point you make there.
He's your rookie.
He actually is a rookie with gaming, but he's doing an amazing job of catching up and doing what he wants to do. So it's pretty cool. And we're getting him roped into World War II.
Yeah, he's been buying all the miniatures recently.
I know.
He's pretty devastated at being called your Johnny B.
Johnny B's the cool one of the channel, though. He's the man with style.
He's the one everyone's rooting for sure.
Exactly. Got that sweet stash. Well, Mini Warma just shaved everything. You know, he's got a baby face now. So, all right. So I moved the Americans here. They're going to fire on your command team.
So my command team is a small team, and you're shooting through hard cover, so they're going to be -3 to hit.
So maybe I should shoot these guys instead, if I can.
Yeah, because they're in the clear, and they're not a small team.
So like these guys, I don't think are going to be able to hit them because 1, they're going to be within an inch of their team.
Yeah.
I don't know how picky you guys are or how you guys play that. I mean, so it looks like pretty much only these guys can fire.
Okay, yeah. So this is one of the problems I find with bolt action in space, and one of the reasons why people play with much smaller units than the max size is because you don't get in the way of your own models.
Yeah.
it's not a game where fighting deep works very well.
Yes, and again, I'm sorry to keep asking. This is the kind of thing that always throws me off with mini games. So, like with this group of 5, 6 guys, would you measure from edge to edge, or the furthest guy, or the closest guy, or what?
Oh, do you know what? I'm not 100% sure on that. I think each model fires, but
Right.
you only have to fire at one of my models. So you'd pick my outside guy as your target, and then you see who can shoot at that and what range they're at. I think that's how it works.
Oh, okay. So you pick one guy, and then
Everybody shoots at him, but I don't necessarily have to lose that model, and that's a bit messy for shooting at. But when working out whether you're in cover or not, it's a lot better.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, my closest guy is 19 inches.
So it says from Paul, it's each model. Each model's going to measure his own range.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
Line of fire.
All right. Well, the bar's 19, and everyone else is like, yeah, this guy's 23, so he's pushing it, and then everyone else is like 19 and more. So
yeah. So you're just hitting on long range 4s then.
So the subs don't hit, but the rifles do. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 rifles that hit,
and 2 from the bar.
And they're hitting on different things, right?
No, they're all at long range. You're in a range bracket between 15 and 24, so that's everybody at long range.
Okay. All right. And I'm sorry, you're hitting on what?
3s is the base, up to 4 because of long range.
We got 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. 3 hits.
3 hits. So I take another pin, and then you make kill rolls looking for 5s.
Ooh, 4, 5, 6.
So 2 are dead, and the 6 might be exceptional. Roll another dice.
No exception. So it looks like you're like
keep the machine gunner.
Keep the machine gunner.
Yeah. So here comes special rule number 2. The Germans have, I can't remember what it's called, some kind of bonus command initiative thing. So on a 2 up, that guy can become the NCO.
1.
Okay, he's not the NCO.
They lost more than half their guys. Do they take a test?
They do. So he makes an immediate morale test. So you said they're veterans, so they have a base 10. He's got 2 pins down to 8, and he's also not got an NCO down to 7. So if you roll over 7, that unit breaks.
Okay, and the let me see here.
Dice.
Second lieutenant is more than 6 inches away, so he can't help him. Oh, yeah, he's a little bit over 6. He's like 7, 8 inches away. I rolled a 7.
They're okay.
He's ready to go. All right, 2 German dice. 2 German dice left. This guy in your squad.
Sorry, I just saw the comments. What did you say, Todd?
You have 2. You're the only 2 dice left. You got German light machine gun in your squad.
Oh, right. Okay, so the light machine gun will try and activate.
Okay.
So he's going to need to roll a 7 to pass an order test. You're missing a dice for your 30 cal then, because it hasn't fired.
He went down.
Oh, they went down. Yeah.
Do the pin markers do anything, or is he normally a 9, goes down to a 7?
It's normally 10. He's got no NCO. He's 9, and he's got 2 pins down to 7.
7.
7. So we pass. So you remove a pin. So each pin marker that you're still carrying when you act is an additional -1 to fire and fight dice.
Okay.
So LMGs have a base shots of 4. Germans get a +1 dice to that. So I've got 5 dice, but I'm shooting at -1 for not having a loader and minus another 1 for not having a pin.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot the guys clean in front of me. Yeah. Is anybody within 15?
You can hit the same 6 that
36, sorry. So the range, if it's over 18, I'm at long range.
it is.
Okay, so I'm going to hit on 3s, 4s, 5, 6s.
Ooh, baby. 3. 3 hits. And 1. Oh, and your kill is a 6.
Okay, so is it exceptional?
Nope, it's a 3. So
You choose.
So A rifle or a submachine gun? I'm gonna go.
I'd get rid of the rifles because you're going to be using the submachine guns in a minute. Next turn.
Okay, done. Okay, and then your last dice will be for the squad that's back here, and then I'm gonna go check the comments.
Do they have LMG as well?
Yeah, same setup. Let me make sure I get this right for you. 2 rifles, light machine gun, assault, and the NCO with the sub.
Right. Okay. So I think they probably just want to. Oh, this is terrible.
Yep, I put them behind here. I assume this gives them cover, right? If normal circumstances.
Yes and no. It's a bit complicated that because about whether half the units in cover from who's shooting it. So I think that they're just going to fire their LMG and any rifles that are in range at your command team. They're going to stand still and shoot across there.
Over to here.
Against your command team, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. These guys here. Ooh.
What?
I don't think. Well, unless you think they can. I can't really see them at all through this.
Oh, right. Okay. So I'll shoot the other guys then. Yeah. So that's just going to be the LMG at long range. So that's 5.
That's 30. That's 34.
Yeah.
And you can see pretty much these 4 guys here. So.
And the casualty removing mechanics are a bit queer like that. I can shoot at a guy. You can remove a casualty that I couldn't see.
Okay.
That's kind of up to you. So that's going to be 5 dice hitting on 3s up to 4 for long range.
Three hits. Oh, 3 hits. Yep. 1, 4, 4.
So no kills.
What a pin. All right.
No, you're in if you hit. Oh, yeah, if you hit, but not if you. Yeah, you're right.
Picking up the dice. I'm going to go check out the comments here real quick. And so Americans are got pin on each 3 pins. 3 of the 4 units. So.
Loads of comments, Todd.
What's that?
You got loads of comments if you're going to go through them all.
Nah, you seem like you've been touching them here. So we got McMurray on here who jumps on here. People are moving all over. Yeah. So we got McMurray. That's cool. Good to see you, man. Easiest way is to measure the longest, then check to see where the band is. Okay. Add another pin, right? Yep, we added the pin. Yep, we test if they run. Many war much learning the rules. He's got them down. All right, turn 2.
Turn 2.
Eyes are closed, not looking. Come on, man. German.
Mate, what do you mean? Come on, man. You're murdering me.
Please. I'm just kidding. German. Stay.
German. I lost half of my men. Am I going to do that? Has the half track got a clear line of sight on the guys nearest to me?
And the guys what?
The guys nearest to me. No, the other big group. There, yeah. Has the half track got a line of sight on them?
So it would be 45 degrees, right?
Yeah.
90 degrees. Let me use my old trusty 90 degrees. It doesn't look like it, actually. Yeah, no. Well, no, they don't. They can see pretty much. I mean, they can see these guys, but it's going to be through cover, and they can see these guys.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to kill some dudes.
But you want to move it up here and shoot them here? Come on. Be bold.
Yeah, but that's a transport. If it ends up nearer to you than me, it is captured and destroyed.
Oh, well, your commander's right here. Look at me trying to.
2 guys. I've got 8 models left. 9 models left. Come on then. So we're going to move it up 9 in a straight line and take a 45-degree turn. So hopefully.
So straight 9 inches and then turn.
Yeah.
I think that's the best plan. This is some good strategy right here.
strategy did not fight on this Bowling Green battlefield.
So doing this,
Neither of us chose to fight here.
if I do this, you can hit the machine gun to it if you're still, next turn.
It's become a small team. Oh no, it's a fixed weapon, so it's not a small team. But no, I'm not worried about the machine gun in the way that I'm worried about all them SMGs.
Does open top, can a machine gun affect open top?
I think you are astonishingly unlikely to do anything other than pin it.
Okay. All right, so they're going to fire.
They're going to fire. Yep, so I've moved, so I'm going to hit on 4s with that light anti-tank gun, unless you go down.
I didn't go down. I don't know what I would. Anyway, I rolled a 1, so.
It's got the Pack 36 on it, mini warm-up. It's got the light, or as Bolt Action classifies it, a light AT gun.
All right, so you rolled a 1. Do you still get to hit on a 5 next time? Is that only artillery?
That's indirect fire.
Okay, all right. All right. I don't know why me showing you makes it think I'm not looking because, who knows where my eyes are. German.
Right, so McMurray's chipped in. So basically, you can only put pins on that vehicle, and you can put pins on it even though you can't penetrate it because it's open-topped, I assume.
Yeah.
You do, those guys in the default rules are supposed to have anti-tank grenades, so you could assault it.
I did give those to the Americans, yes.
Yeah.
You want to do something with your little, I'm going to say it. You want to do something with your little doofer here?
With my doofer. Mate, while he's still alive, I reckon he should fire his gun, right?
Yeah, let's have him do something. Like these guys or these guys?
No, I'm going to go for the ones in the middle, but I need an order test. I need a 9 or less now. 8 or less. 1 for the pin, 1 for the NCO. So do you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I am... My command team... Oh, there's no pre-measuring, though. There's no pre-measuring.
Is someone suggesting that?
No. Okay, so I'm going to do something gamey now.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my command team, and one of them is going to move into the corner of the building.
Okay.
And the other one is going to move 2 inches away from him towards the gunner.
This guy?
Yes, in the hope that he's within 6 of the gunner for the morale bonus.
He's also going to be in the open.
Yes, but the interesting thing about the Bolt Action's cover mechanics is if half of the unit is in cover, then the unit is in cover.
Do they need to stay within an inch of each other?
2.
2 inches?
I believe so.
Oh, wow. I thought it was an inch. Okay.
Other people may tell me different.
Right.
Is it within 2 or is it within 1?
McMurray will know because these guys played a ton of bolt action. So they're advancing then.
They're advancing, yeah.
Okay. Well, he is within 6.
Yeah.
And I don't care if he can only move in, if he can only be separated an inch, will still stays within 6. All right, so there he is. He's going. So this guy wants to fire from cover, I assume.
Both of them are going to fire at the team in the middle. They've got assault rifles. It's going to be over 9 and less than 18. I can see that. So it's going to be 4 dice hitting on 3s.
4 dice hitting on 3s.
It's 1 inch, says McMurray. The problem with the Bolt Action rulebook is it's one of those rulebooks that's got lots of words that are not rules. So there's pages and pages of you to read before you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I do have an index that was made by a crew at some point. I just don't have it handy right now. I'm hitting on what?
3s.
Okay, well, you hit 3 times, so. Killing on 5s. 1, 3, 3.
So it's just a pin then.
2 pins on that unit. Americans. What's the rules with assaulting and stuff? You have to start within, or I'm not ready to do it yet. I'm just curious as I kind of think about advance.
Absolutely should do it, Todd. The rules for assaulting is if the other team is smaller than you, you're going to murder them. If they've already acted, then they're not going to shoot back.
How close do you have to be?
12. You make a run order when you charge.
Right. These guys are further than 12, though. I know that.
No.
You just should. Yeah.
I have a 9-inch range. Well, you can't pre-measure. That's your decision. It's up to you.
Yeah.
And there's perspective in play as well, so it might look closer to me than it does to you.
Yeah. I know. This is a hard thing about doing this. Sometimes when you play online games, you kind of let people pre-measure, but we're fine. It's such a small game. Okay. So I'm going to advance these guys then, and then maybe the next turn we can do that. Because I don't think they're within 12. All right. So they're going to advance. They do have 2 pins, though.
Yeah. So you're 10 down to 8.
The lieutenant is within 6 inches, though. So
that's +1 up to 9.
5. Advance. Ooh, I might have been within 12. I really thought I was further than that. Okay. Pretty, well, I was going to shoot your machine gun, but I think I'll shoot the command team here.
They're going to be astonishingly difficult to hit because they're a small team in hard cover.
So, 5.
No, hard cover is -2, and small team is minus another one. But because you're Americans, you don't pay a move and fire penalty. So it's actually only 6s. I was thinking it was 7s. Paul, they've got anti-tank grenades. This is only 80. So you need to check if any of the SMGs are within 6.
There's just
because the other one, because they're at short range if they're within 6.
No. They're just under. So I was not 12. So okay.
Right. So this gets messy now because some people, all the models that are within 6 are at point blank and they get +1 to hit.
So basically these 2 guys here.
Okay, so should we do those first? So they hit on 3s, hardcover 4, 5, small team 6, but then because you're point blank, it goes back down to 5.
Oh, and that's the bar too. So I add another
dice for that, yeah. And you're not moving, although you're moving and firing, it's irrelevant because you're American. So you're hitting on 5s.
1, 3, 3.
So they're all misses. And then everybody else is hitting on 6s. The SMGs are at long range hitting on 7s.
So I'll roll in first.
But they get 2 dice each.
Nope. And the rest are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the leader's got a submachine gun too, so he'd be another 2 dice on 7s. Nope. Okay, so 3 rifles hitting on
6s.
Nope, all misses.
So as you can see from that, using a historical force composition in a squad is often a really bad idea in bolt action because everybody's then shooting on a different number.
Yeah.
And combat resolution, it takes time and it takes a lot of mental energy. If you're in sort of turn 6 in a 1,000-point game, your brain's just in overload. Well, mine certainly is by that point. So I tend to...
There were also a pin on him we didn't take into account.
If you pass the order test, you lose the pin. Oh, no, you had another one, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was another -1. My bad.
Didn't matter. All right. Now that light machine gun's got a target. Oh, but American's turn. These guys. Lieutenant's within, so... Oh, 12! Fubar!
Fubar! Ooh, you don't get to roll on this chart very often. This could be a game changer.
Fubar.
Roll D6.
They do not have the Fubar chart on this because they thought, no,
I've got it right here, Todd. Basically, on a 1 or 2, you shoot your own guys. That's what I'm looking for. Die. Yeah.
3.
3, panic. You execute a run order and must move as fast away as possible from the closest visible unit. If there are visible, so the next bit doesn't matter. So 12 inches, run 12 inches away from the nearest visible unit, which is the lonely machine gunner. You got to run from him, mate.
He's scary.
Lucky Hans is just standing there, finger on the trigger, bodies around him.
Does facing matter?
I don't think so. Vehicles, it does.
Yeah.
I think infantry have a 360-degree field of fire, I think is how they deal with that. So even if facing did matter, it doesn't, kind of thing.
So they consider it a run.
That's a run, yeah.
See? It's not over. German.
So now it's Lucky Hans, obviously, in the middle there. Yeah. Yep. So he's got a base leadership of 10. He's lost his NCO and he's got a pin, so it's 8 to his order test.
And but his boys real close to him.
But they move within 8, yes. 6. So he's back up to 9.
9.
9 is okay. So he's going to lose his pin. And so he's firing on 3s. And he's got a -1 because he doesn't have a load of 4s. But I think you probably are within 18, aren't you? You must be.
Oh, yeah, probably. Well, as McMurray said, the furthest... Yeah, you're within 18. So even the furthest guy.
Yep. So 3's up to 4 because they're lacking the loader. 5 dice.
Okay, got it. When you're hitting on what?
4s.
All right, 5 and a 6. So you got 2 hits.
I'm killing on 5s.
Oh, 2 6s.
Looking for more 6s?
Nope.
No. Okay.
And another pin. See, I'm telling you, it's not over till it's over. All right. 2 dice left. American. I can see like 3 of you guys. You wouldn't have bunched these guys up. I can spread them apart, but I'll spread them apart that direction. I can see a couple of them. Or I could try to pin your guy, I guess. What's he hit on this 250? I mean, what's he hit on? Just like he's hitting a...
He's just hit on 3s. It's like everything else.
But I'm just gonna put a pin on him now. But yeah. I don't know. I'll do it. But first, he has to pass an order test.
He does indeed.
8.
You're okay. So you've got a machine gun. You're not German. Light machine gun. That's a medium machine gun, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And so you get 5 dice.
Hitting on 3s. And hit 3 times.
All pinging off the side.
I don't think I roll anything, right? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter now because you can't damage it.
Okay. And I said there were 2 dice left. There are now 2 dice left. And it's a German. So your squad back here.
Right. They presumably... Does the machine gun have line of sight through the building?
You got a unit there.
Yep.
They pretty much can hit my machine gun over here, but that's it. It's sitting where they are right now.
Okay, so I will take an advance order.
Okay.
I'll be looking to get the machine gun so it can shoot through that gap in the building. It's still going to be shooting through hard cover, I recognize, but at least have a line of sight.
Can he shoot?
You can't shoot within an inch, but there must be an angle at which I can shoot at some of those.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could. Okay.
You see, because he's tucked in the corner, isn't he?
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Yeah, you can shoot through the doorway. It's some good shooting.
There's some good shooting. All right, so rifles towards the front, SMGs towards the back. But probably it's only really the LMG. The LMG is the firepower of the squad, really, except at very close range.
But one of the rifles can't shoot, right? Because he's loading?
Loader. Yeah.
Do they have to be touching?
No.
Okay, so you are... The machine gun is 19 inches to the closest guy. And that's pretty much you can just see 2 guys.
Okay. So that's long range and moved and hard cover. So I'm hitting on 7s, but which is 6s followed by 6s in this game. but I do have 5 dice, so I guess there's a 5 and 36 chance, right?
We got 1 6
Is it another 6?
and a 5.
Boo!
And that was an advance order. And then my last American guys. So that'll be my command team. So they'll just move into here.
Yeah.
And is the deal pretty much 2, if it was a full building, 2 guys per opening?
Yeah, you get it's. I think it's 2 guys per window or door, something like that. But that with ruins, you just use a true line of sight.
Oh, I got you.
And in bolt action, by the way, you don't go anywhere near buildings with infantry, fully organized buildings, because HE just kills everybody in an enclosed building.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, the other guys will fire on your machine gun here. Fortunately, I got 2 subs and a rifle.
Are you within 12?
Ooh,
You are. So he's you have 3s and he's a small team. He's -1, so it takes you up to 4s. The moving is irrelevant, and your 2 subs are at long range, so they go up to 5. You've got 4 dice on 5s.
6 6 5.
And 1 dice on 4s from the rifle.
6. So I got 4 hits.
Okay, so he's got a pin and many chances to die.
Oh, 3 3 4 2.
He didn't die.
He did
He
not
really
die.
is lucky hands.
This is going to be the guy that wins you the game. No doubt about it. I'm not going to check the comments because apparently if they're coming in, I'll let Rustless has been doing a good job of that. So that's it for the turn 2.
Matt says he wants to play bolt action again sometime. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he does. So McMurray and I are his bolt action fix. So if he wants a fix, he just look one of us up and we'll play a game with him.
Is Matt
Okay, everybody, we're going into turn 3. The situation is my guys foobarred and ran away. No, not run away. They're still on the table. And I have 2 pins on this unit, and that's it there. You got a pin on the 250, and then you got a pin on his little light Lucky Hands light machine gun. He's got his command team's all good, and his full squad of 5 is over here just doing just swell, just hanging out in the backfield, waiting to make things happen here. Rustless lost 4 guys in the first turn, and it's gone. Turn 2 was better. Germans first again. Ooh, boy.
I think Lucky Hans is running on borrowed time. We're going to start with him.
Okay.
Expecting to die this round, he stands up and fires his MG from the hip.
Oh, yeah, baby. Who do you want to fire on, command team or this team?
I want to fire at the squad that I've been shooting at before.
With 2 pins, so I'll get another pin on them. I can almost guarantee it.
So I need an order test first, though, which is a 9, because I've got -2 but +1.
Nine.
So we lose the pin. We take 5 dice, hitting on 3s, unless you go down, of course.
Screw that noise. 4 hits. One kill on a 5.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Paul. I remember War Games rules, but I don't know what day it is. I have a calendar with appointments on the fridge that say things like go to work.
Americans. These guys aren't outnumbering your boys too much anymore. Yeah, I gotta do some with these guys. So they're going to run to assault. So, but they got 3 pins on them, but I got my commander within distance. So
you're on 8s.
5.
So you lose a pin. You make your assault. Now is anybody within 6?
Man, it is like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get the drop on me. I don't get defensive. I can't choose to shoot at you if there's somebody within 6. So what you're supposed to do in bolt action is you measure to see whether it's possible to complete the charge, but then you just line the models up against one another. And this is going to matter for the sort of post-battle consolidation. So if you shove 3 guys on one, 2 on the other. And then assaults are lethal. Normally, the attacker, the default position is the attacker fights first, does his killing, and then the defender with anybody that's left fights back. But because I'm in cover, we fight simultaneously.
I already know what's going to happen here. I feel it in my bones. All right.
So you just roll into kill, though. So you've got 6 dice looking for 5s.
And you'll roll 2 dice.
Oh, how many of them have got assault weapons?
Oh.
How many SMGs? Because they're going to be different.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Is this my NCO with? He's got the machine gun. Okay. So it looks like I've got. Sorry, having to look here. 1, 2, 3. 3 guys.
So they're tough fighters. So if they kill, they roll again. So do them first.
So I said 3.
Yeah.
And bars aren't assault rifles, right?
No, they're not assault weapons. No.
All right. So I'm looking for what?
3s.
I got a 3 and a 6.
Right. So you killed both of my guys. There we go.
Okay.
Oh no, you're looking for 5s to kill, aren't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a 6.
So then you re-roll that 1 dice.
Looking for a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got 1 6. So no, it rolled a 3. So
Okay, so now you roll with the other 3 guys.
ooh, I'm telling you, man. 2 2 4.
Okay, so you only killed the 1 fella, is that right?
That's right.
You ignore pins in close assault. You don't remove them, you just ignore them.
Yep.
Right. So you kill one of my guys, you kill my adjutant or whatever.
But not yet, though, right? Because they fight.
Yeah, now we fight simultaneous. Yeah, that's correct. So assault rifles are assault weapons, but are they tough fighters as well? Are all assault weapons tough fighters? I think they are. I think they are. So I roll 2 dice.
But one you want to roll separately, right, for the assault rifle?
Are they not both assault rifles?
No, one's a rifle.
Oh right, okay. So roll for the rifle then, looking for a 5.
The rifle is a 1.
And then roll for the assault rifle, looking for a 5.
3.
Right. You killed 1. I killed none. The combat resolution is the loser is destroyed. So that unit is gone.
You've lost your lieutenant.
And not only have you killed my lieutenant and you take the dice out of the bag, but you as the player have captured that dice. You stick it on your side of the table.
And these guys can consolidate into the ruins?
You roll a d6 inches, and that's how far they can move.
Oh, okay. Well, they're right there, so. I'll put them on the 2nd floor just because it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
We took the building. Whoopee.
So hot there. Oh, Paul's in Australia, isn't it? It's summer over there. Is that on a wet pallet as well, Paul, or is that just on a regular one?
German.
Has my half track activated yet?
Nope.
My half track's got a problem because it's about to be destroyed.
Oh.
So my half track is going to execute reverse.
Okay.
So it's going to move back 4.5 inches.
So why 4.5?
Because I think you move half speed in reverse. I might be wrong.
Which way do you want to face ultimately?
I was just going to straight up back up.
Okay, so all right.
I'm still facing the right way.
Yep.
Right.
Firing these guys or these guys?
Well, the problem with firing the guys in the building is they're now in hard cover.
Hold on. Pin
Yeah,
marker.
order test. Yeah.
Does anything happen when you lose your lieutenant? Nothing?
You lose the abilities from the lieutenant.
5, you're good. All right.
So, does that thing also have an MG?
It's on the rear. It's the rear facing arc.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
It might be better for you to turn around.
You can't turn around. You can only execute a single 90-degree turn, or maybe 2, but that's still not all the way around.
Yep.
To that end, turn me. So at the end of my move, turn me so I'm facing the light machine gun. So when I back up next turn, or if I turn again next turn, I can bring the rear arc weapon into fire.
Oh, hold on. So turn, like do your 45-degree turn.
My 90-degree turn, but facing the opposite way. So I'm going to be facing you, Todd. Like, yeah. Make a 90-degree turn. Like,
that's 90 there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that does bring the LMG into arc.
Yeah, I mean, is it just a straight line? Is it 180?
I don't know.
It said rear facing arc. I thought that was kind of strange.
It'll be 45 degrees, I would imagine. Most vehicle arcs are.
Okay.
Hold me no more.
Okay. So 45-degree that way. So they can't hit anybody right now, but.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
He's providing a lovely side shot, though. It's a great looking action shot. This guy's actually painted. Painted him just today, everybody. Americans. Oh, these Americans did that the last turn. I guess these guys will fire on your fire. I'm going to fire on Lucky Hans.
Okay. So that looks to me like it's over 12, is it?
Yeah, I think they're all within 12.
They're all within 12. So the 4 dice from the SMGs at long. So that's -2. So 5s.
We got 1 5.
And 1 dice on 4s. And it's you're getting a small team is where that extra -1 is coming from.
All right. So I didn't hit. I hit a 1. So, and I didn't kill you.
You didn't kill him. Wow.
Nope. That's awesome. American. What's the range on that medium machine gun?
36. There, it's in range.
Oh, but there's a dice blocking. You got cover from dice.
Yeah. Cover from dice.
27 inches.
Yep. So it's just long range 4s. 4 dice on 4s. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, I would. 2 hits. See? And 1 kill on a 6.
I will lose a rifleman, not the loader.
What's that?
I'll lose a rifleman who isn't the loader.
I'll take out the lovely painted bloke.
Painted bloke.
Okay.
Just busting your nugget, says Mini Warmat. It says you need to weather that SDKFZ 251. I think just painting the tracks brown will make a big difference.
Yeah, I'm not done painting that. That's just the base coat. All right. Last guy here. What do you want to do with your own?
I need to move up. I've got to move up. I've got to move, otherwise my half track's going to be destroyed.
So you want to move over that way? Advance here and fire on him?
Yeah. So we're looking for a 9 on the order check.
9? Come on, man. Roll high. Come on. Roll high. 2 1s.
Then we lose the D6 pins, but it's irrelevant because I was going to lose that 1 anyway. Right, so we move up 6 straight forwards.
Straight towards him?
Straight towards him.
Suck it, as they say.
So we got 2 SMGs and an LMG now, right?
you have a submachine gun, a rifle, an assault rifle, and an LMG. Well, the rifle can't fire because he's loading.
Right. So I've got an assault rifle, which is 2 dice.
Yep.
I've got a machine gun. That's 2 dice, but doesn't have the moving penalty. So do him first. So if it's within 9, he's going to hit on 5s just for hardcover.
Who am I hitting? The light machine gun or the assault rifle?
The assault rifle is firing into they're all firing into the building. So the assault rifle, 2 dice on 5s.
And is there a penalty there for moving?
Not with an assault rifle.
3-3.
Okay. The submachine gun is 2 dice on 4s because it's at long range.
2-3.
And then the LMG is on a terrible number because it's moved and hardcover. So that's 6s. So that's 5 dice.
You get all the hits. 1-6.
1-6. So we get a pin though.
And a 1. So no death. Just a lot of pins.
Just a lot of pins.
All right, Americans, these guys, come on back in, boys. These guys don't have a pin. Should they have a pin? Why'd they? Huh.
They should have a pin.
That's what they got that foobar. Yeah, okay. So they have a pin.
Yeah.
5. So pin comes off. All right.
Run.
I mean, would I be able to get close enough to hit? So I guess I'll advance. I don't know if I'll be close enough to hit, but maybe I should just run. I'm going to run them.
I'd run. You probably would only be shooting the BAR and you'd be small team, long range. You're not going to.
Lucky Hans.
Lucky Hans. But the Rambo maneuver really worked for him. He survived the round.
This my one rifle guy has a pigeon, so I just want that to be clear to everyone. I put a pigeon in his hands.
A battle pigeon, sir.
Yeah. So if I get within range, I can throw it. All right.
Good night, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. See you, man. Thanks for jumping on. That is the end of turn 3. The Germans have lasted longer than we thought they would. Restless didn't know he was playing against Todd Dice.
That is a fact.
4. Is this going to go 6 turns?
It depends when the missus gets up and cooks breakfast.
Oh my gosh, you better hurry up. Gosh, German first again.
Got to be Lucky Hands, mate. He's still in Rambo mode, isn't he?
He is. Fire.
He's got to fire at the guys in the building. I've got a plan. No. The ones in the building near him.
All these buildings, sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
5.
So it's just 5 dice on 5s. He's got to make his order test, though, which is an 8.
All right, so it starts as a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, man. 8. Can you believe it?
So he loses his pin.
Come
and
on.
he's shooting, but he's got no loader, which is why 1 is a -1, and it's -2 for hardcover. So it's 3s, 4s, 6s. 5 dice on 6s.
1 hit. 4 pins up.
Another pin.
And a 5.
It's a kill.
Okay. Telling you, man. American. Light machine gun on these guys. Or medium machine gun, sorry.
Yeah. So that's 5 dice.
Yep.
On, is it over 18?
Oh, I don't know. You've moved. Yep.
Ah.
So it's 4, 5s. No.
3's
4.
up to 4s if it's long range, yeah.
4s. 3 hits.
Oh.
2 kills. Fun 5s.
So I'm gonna lose the NCO and this and the. Is there a rifle as well as the NCO?
Yeah, he was the loader.
He's the loader. No, I'll keep the loader. I basically want to be left with the loader and the machine gunner.
Say that again.
I want to be left with the gunner and the loader.
Okay.
And I need a 2-op for my gunner to become the NCO.
1.
Mate, brilliant.
And you have to lose over half your guys on the table?
No, half. So now we got to make that test.
Penalty for that?
So we're on. It's just the pins and the loss of the NCO, so 8.
Dang it. 6. Good fire, medium machine gun. Americans. Yeah. Advance. It's so fun playing a game with my new minis, with my buddy across the pond. All right. So many small teams to shoot at.
Robbie says, have the pigeon drop a grenade. That is.
Well, I'm going to. It's coming the next turn. Do I need to set him a flight now to get there by the next turn? I'm going to leave Lucky. You know what? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to fire in Lucky Hans again. Ooh, over 12. There's they're right over 12.
Okay, so it's just the bar is going to be not a long range, so you might want to shoot that first. 2 dice, 3s up to 4s because he's a small team.
5.
So he's got a pin and a hit. 5 up to kill.
3.
And then the other guys, the rifles, are just hitting on 4s for long range. 5s for long range small team.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 dice. Hitting on what?
5s.
I got a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, a 1. Dude. Lucky Hans.
Lucky indeed.
German.
It's got to be the half track.
Turn it.
Turn it.
And fire.
And yeah. So that's moved, and hardcover is 6s. 5 dice looking for 6s.
One hit, 5 pins. And a 4.
Roger that.
Okay. 3 dice, 2 green, 1 gray. And it's green. I think with 5 pins, it might be time to rally. So
I'll double check, but when you rally, I think you make an order test, and if you fail it, which is a bit odd, I think if you fail it, you go down and lose a d6 pins, and if you pass it, you don't go down and lose d6 plus 1 pins, which doesn't seem as good to me.
7, I passed.
Yeah, so you lose 1 for the order test, and then you lose another d6, but I think you don't go down.
3. Okay, so I have 1 pin left. Whew. American. So these guys will fire in Lucky Hans again. So 2 subs and a rifle.
So why don't you work it out, Todd? Let's see how you're learning.
All within 12. So it's long range for the subs. So it's 3, it's 4 for long range, 5 for small team.
Roger that.
1.6. And then the rifle hits on a 4.
Indeed it does.
6. So I got 2 hits and a 6 and a 5.
Hans goes down.
Very valiant.
In a pool of shell casings all around him.
Another gray die for the Americans. And the last German, your little guys here.
Yeah. Mini warm-up. Yeah, it's veterans are 10s, regulars are 9s, and inexperienced are 8. It's quite an easy number sequence to remember, is why we know the numbers. So I need to make an order test here, and I don't have an NCO and I have a pin, so that's an 8 up.
It's it starts at 10s, so okay, so 8s. Come on, man. Come on. 10.
So they go down. If you fail an order test, you go down.
All right, then that's the last one of the turn. Collect them up. Unless you want to keep them down, can you do that?
You can stay down, and if you stay down, you lose a D3 pins. But under the circumstances, that's a really bad idea.
Okay, just wanted to ask. We have 2 gray dice to 4 green. Will the Americans on turn 5 get to be the first yet? Thank you all for checked in. Usually I'm massive on checking on comments, but the computer's on the other side of the table. So I put together this game last minute, and then fortunately, somehow the internal alarm clock on Restless went off saying, "Ooh, Wardrobe's looking for a player."
I get up at 5:15 to go to work normally. I work in London to get the train, so it's a biological habit.
Yeah, I think these boys will fire on this guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. First, they have to pass that order test.
They do, which is a lucky 9 or even a 10 if they're within 6 of those guys.
They're not. 9. Woo.
You're okay.
All right, I got the bar for 2. Got the submachine gun for 2. Another submachine gun for 2. Is that 3 submachine guns? Or 4? So sub. Yeah, so I'm firing 8 dice.
8 dice. So is it within 6 or not? Because it makes a huge difference here.
The closest one is, yeah, they are. They're both within 6.
They are. So because it's over 6, your subs are at long range, whereas at under 6, they're at point blank. So there's a big dice difference. So your subs are going to hit on 3s, small team 4, point blank 3.
Excuse me?
In fact, everything's at point blank. So you can just roll all the dice together.
So all hitting on 3s, you want to go down?
No.
Look at that, man. 2 hits out of all that. We got 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 5, 6. And 1, 5, and a 4.
Okay, so I lose the loader.
Not bad, though. Another lucky Hans coming up. The juju passed over. Germans.
Well, Herman the German, he has seen what happened to Lucky Hans, so he's not quite so keen on the idea. He's going to need to pass an order test on a 7, though.
Yes, because he's a 10, 2 pins, 6 from doing 8, no NCO, 7. Doggone it. 5.
Okay, he's going to embark on board the transport.
Oh, okay. And he is within 4 inches. So, boop, I can even put him in there.
Look at that.
His pin stays with him?
It does.
And so was that an advance?
I don't think it matters. He can't fire from inside the vehicle.
Okay. Interesting. Are they running away? Are you scared? Look at me talking all big now. What a little bandwagoner I am. Green. I'll fire with my machine gun on the doofer.
Yeah. So if it's within 18, it's 3s. If it's over 18, it's 4s.
17. Two hits, 4 and a 5.
So you put a pin on.
Okay. If it was a heavy machine gun, you would have a +1 pin, so you could do something.
Yep.
If you're at the roll of 6, right? German.
Yeah, I need my order test, but if I succeed, which is a 9, well, actually, no matter what, it's the same result. But go on.
7.
7. I am driving off the table, sir. I am out.
What? Oh, come on. And what's your move? Yeah, so you're at 12, so bloop.
My move is 18 if I make a run order.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah. We are. He's firing the Pintle Mountain machine gun wildly out the back as we drive off in a big cloud of dust.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Oh, 5. Nope. If I hit on 6s, right? Sorry.
Oh no, I can't because it was a.
I know. That's just
for funds.
Well, there you go.
Sportsmanship.
Everybody, there you go. The first game with my bolt action Band of Brothers set. How cool. And Restless was nice. Yeah.
I let the new guy win. Love it. Yes, exactly what it was, Paul. I was just letting him win.
That's wrong. You all know it was some serious strategy. Right.
The dice swung heavily towards me. I should have been murdered in this game a lot earlier.
Yeah, that seems to be the way I play. That's cool. I mean, your options are pretty minimal with the size and all that, and like someone said, the terrain and all that. But it's good. I mean, the fact that you got the machine guns and the HE gun gives you some things to practice with.
Yeah,
Small teams.
And you get yourself the Americans might want to go and get a Sherman after playing this, and the Germans might want to get themselves a box of infantry. But you got the start of a force, haven't you? And you use lots of different rules. You didn't actually assault the vehicle, but that's giving you those anti-tank grenades equipment gives you that option as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I could make those. I could make those American squads smaller.
So, in terms of, for me, as you just saw there, you like complexity though, don't you? In my style of play, I want my units to have pretty near uniform equipment. I don't mind having an LMG or a bar in the squad or something, but the time and mental energy invested, right? The subs are at different range. It's the fact that they work at different range bands is the real problem. SMG would be so much better if it was just +1 shot at up to 6 inches or something. You know what I mean? Keep it in the same numbers as everything else.
Yeah. A Stug, can it destroy the ruined farmhouse? Well, it's already ruined, so.
Yeah.
Are there building destruction rules in build action?
Yes. You don't put dudes in buildings if there's HE on the table.
Don't do it.
No, because you have to hit the building is a 3, and then people take damage inside the rooms. So you're basically just going to kill everybody.
You see, someone gave me a Sherman and a Panzer IV.
Oh, nice.
That would be McMurray. And this is Mini Warmet because he knows how I am.
I mean, so if you build out some more guys, for me, I tend to like with the Germans, have 4 rifles and an LMG, and you're planning to leave that at the back. And then the groups that are pushing forwards, that's the guys that have assault rifles. The problem with smattering that equipment out all over the place is you pay for an SMG and the guy is never firing for half the game.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
But it's not just the points. It's the fact that it's just so much simpler on the brain that you don't have 4 different weapons in the squad.
Yeah, and and it is a little weird. I don't know why. There's some things about certain games that always catch you, and for me, it's always the cover, the varied cover, and the range. And some game, like I said, that's why I was asking. Like some games are just from the center of the unit to the center of the unit, and just go with it. It makes it simpler. Or go from the furthest guy to the. So I don't know. I mean that's why I was asking you how you guys do it, because it's always interesting to hear how people play it and all that. So
yeah, well, yeah. So it's a funny one because the game claims to be a true line of sight game, but actually you have things like only half the unit needs to be in cover to count cover. So you're going, well, that's not true line of sight, then, is it? that's like totally the opposite of a true line of sight game. That's like a blanket rule, and I understand why you have that rules. And I think increasingly I've come to feel about Bolt Action, second edition anyway, I never played the first one, is it feels like there's been a rule set created. In this case, this is Warhammer from the 1990s that's been made into World War II. And then it's been house ruled to hell. So there's no consistent application of those rules. It's like, if it's a true line of sight game, then this half the people in cover, half not, makes no sense at all. That hasn't been done as part of a kind of system-wide view. That's been like, no, I prefer it to work like this. I want this bit to work like that.
Do they vary it? Do tournaments vary?
I'm not a tournament guy.
Yeah, so I'm not either.
I don't really know.
I mean, the way I would play, because I normally play solo or kind of historical scenarios for whatever, with more terrain. Yeah, I would probably just start to move either towards center to center or true line of sight. That just gets to get really, it takes a long time. Like, okay, this guy can see him, this guy can't. Who's he firing on?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's kind of a little bug with these skirmish level.
Yeah, and Bolt Action's at a funny place because it's generally played with sort of 25, 30 guys. And a lot of modern skirmish games are 5 to 20 models. Bolt Action is just a little bit bigger than that.
Right. All right, look, Mini War Mutt, you're going to get all crazy on me. Put my hat on.
Putting your hat on.
Can you homebrew the cover roll? Man, I mean, if you're playing like, you can do whatever you want. If you're playing at home, play it.
That may be the first time I've seen you play a miniatures game with a single pure rule set, Tom. Todd, you love mixing that stuff up.
Yeah, I do. But I do want to play this because I'm trying to do this whole kind of starter, kind of getting started. I did want to play this one as close to the rules as I could, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of illustrate the game. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what I want to do with this particular exercise. And I'll probably do one more game of it after I've got them all painted. I might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I do that. Maybe I'll add some more terrain, just show some people how some easy terrain, like even just clump foliage, make it bushes, or not bushes, but hedges. So at least you got more stuff blocking line of sight, but you don't have to go build anything. You just get the stuff and clump it together, and you got
So one of the things to think about with Bolt Action, one of the things I think game systems are really bad about with their terrain rules is there's often terrain rules, but there's no guidelines on how to build your tables in terms of it working well with their rule sets. And the thing to think about with Bolt Action is every hedge you put on the table is going to stop people from running, which doesn't seem like a big thing, but half of their missions, maybe more, involve you getting to an objective on the other side of the table. So every hedge line is a half a turn of movement lost, and so from it, you pretty much need to move every turn in Bolt Action if you want to get to the other side of the table, because it's a 6 or 7 turn game.
Yeah, right. Okay, well that's a good point.
So if you put like 3 little gardens like lined up one after the other, that's going to stop somebody from getting to that objective unless they just head straight for it from the beginning and move every turn.
Right. Okay.
It's just something that we've learned from playing our games, is realization that may not be far, but I can't run because there's a hedge.
Okay. Can you usually see over the hedge, like fire, like we were kind of doing with the kind of firing past the buildings? Like, okay, I can see past the hedge, so you're gonna get a little bit of cover.
Yeah, so that's the true line of sight thing. Is it if you're using clump foliage, they're going to be able to see over the top of it. But if you've built 28 mil bocage, then they can't.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, Winnie Warmut's right, Robbie. Don't worry. I will.
Yeah.
Yes, Minnie Warmut. Oh, wait, you complimenting me? Oh, well, that's true. Oh, what the heck?
Bewegungskrieg. Yeah, that's the maneuver warfare.
Nah, that sounds like a do for word. Do for baby.
That's what your German, your World War II rivet heads. If you say blitzkrieg, they're going to talk to you for 2 hours about how blitzkrieg was never a thing. It's Bewegungskrieg.
Yeah, well, that's not McMurray. He does know the word though. McMurray knows.
Oh yeah, it's a legit word.
Definitely legit. Well, cool, man. That was fun. I won, so of course it was fun. I might have flipped the table that I lost, and that'd be bad. My new minis.
But you've not painted them yet. Are you motivated to paint these? Because I know you were struggling to find the energy to finish your Americans in Flames of War.
Well, I don't, not yet. I think I'm okay. The paint I used, the video I put out today, I don't know if you saw it, or probably yesterday.
Not yet.
I kind of came up with my formula for how I want to base coat. No, it's hard here, probably as it is there. How do I base coat it? I have some spray paint I bought. I have some hobby paint, Vallejo Army Painter, bolt action, that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. And it drives me the blank crazy because it's like $15 a can. So I bought some cheaper Krylon camo paint that they sell here, so I can paint my boat and my car camo so you can't see me when I'm going out to Walmart. So I got that too. The problem with that stuff is it comes out pretty thick, so you have to be very careful.
Right.
So in my video, I show that it went on thick, but it ended up drying where it's not so bad. So I kind of came up with my formula, and if I can get it to work consistently, I'm good. The challenge is spray painting in the winter.
Yes. So you need to be ready to go. You have the stuff built and in a box so that when the weather's good enough, you get out and do it. That's
accurate. So that's what I did today. So I based my 2 Americans that you saw and 2 Germans and then the half track. And I just kind of did it basically one at a time. I went inside, shook the can, went out, sprayed it, went inside. Turned out pretty good. They turned out good. Even the ones that were a little thicker paint, I'm fine with it. Yeah, the hobby paint is amazing. It goes on. I mean, it's designed for what it's designed for, and it's amazing. But when it doesn't consistently work, you get frustrated and you want to stop spending $15 on a can or more for not working.
So people talk a lot about spray cans and shaking them. I think the big thing is it's about the temperature of the gas and the liquid inside.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having trouble with it, it's more likely that it's very cold. So if you get like a bowl of hot water and pop the can in there before you spray, you probably get much more consistent results.
Okay.
If it's going out thick, it'll be because the propellant and the paint are not mixing properly.
Okay.
But the temperature is a much bigger factor than the mixing.
Okay. Well, I mean, first, yeah. So I wondered about the warm water thing because we had some spray whipped cream.
All right.
And it says, like, their instructions tell you, run it under warm water for blah seconds. And I was like, I wonder if that would work on my paints.
Yeah, it'd be the same issue, wouldn't it? There's a gas propellant in there and it doesn't mix properly if it's too cold.
Yeah, and that's because that's refrigerated, right? So
yeah.
So I would think room temperature would be good enough, but maybe not. But today it worked. It was fine. No, I'm excited to get them painted. I'm trying to paint them quickly because then that's another thing I want to show is like you can get them painted quickly and they can look good.
Yeah.
Even from someone like me. So we had a question here. Can't your unit follow tank over foliage? I mean, you think like punch a hole through the foliage? Is that what you're thinking there, Mini Warmat? I don't know if that. Don't think that happens here, but
So Bolt Action's got millions of campaign supplements. There probably is, like in one of the D-Day ones, something about, Collins hedge cutters and rhino rams for breaching the bocage.
Right. Hey, look at this. Look at this guy. Pot calling the kettle, huh? Come on.
Mate, yeah. Like the Star Trek one you haven't done yet, winning mini warm-up.
Yeah, I love it.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, P-Box is on me. I told him not to. Hey, McMurray, I
I do not do that, Paul. I do not paint them underside of my tanks.
I told him, McMurray, I said, don't tell me how to live my life. What would double? Oh, you can't see it. The camera's not on. So this was actually desert yellow. Vallejo looks really good, I think. Hey, Pete Bacchus, check it out. Oh, oh.
That's a pro move, Todd. That's all the pros do it like that.
I'm gonna see if it makes him sick or something.
He's retching.
Lazy Americans. Yeah, Arizona would be a good place to spray paint. It's warm and dry. Or Perth.
I mean, I watched the movie Raising Arizona. It seemed like a pretty messed up place.
That's pretty much Mini Warmut's life. Raising Arizona.
Right.
Mini Warmut, you should surpass me. No, you can't punch a hole. Like you said, maybe in the campaign supplement. My eyes. Yeah, that was fun. That's cool. I was itching for a quick fun game because I got these board games I'm going, and I'm setting up one right now, Villas Bocage from Day of Days, and it is just a lot of little pieces for it. So I was like, man, I'm getting the itch to roll dice and get something resolved quick.
Villas Bocage, is that like a British attempt to outflank at D-Day and we get trashed by some SS Panzers?
Yeah. Whitman.
Oh, that's the Whitman thing. Right.
So this is a different scale, right? These pieces, each unit is a company. So it's a little weird, right? You kind of have to abstract this a little bit, right? Because he was, well, I don't think it was just his tank, but, it was just his troop or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But his particular company in this case cannot be, I think McMurray can correct me if I'm wrong, he can't be destroyed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is a short scenario, and it's played on. Let me see if I can switch my camera over here. It's kind of it's this huge D-Day thing that's got 4 maps that cover about 6 foot worth of space, but you can play a smaller scenario, a couple of smaller scenarios. It's what I played. I'll get all this junk cleaned off here. So see this, you can see it. There's the beaches. It's Omaha over there. Each hex is 700 meters.
Facts, McMurray.
And then this is the Villers Bocage area. So here's actually Villers Bocage. The British are coming here. They're going to come down this way, and I'm sure the Germans will be down here somewhere set up. You got some hills. Again, and this is light bocage and heavy bocage. So
yeah, I think we get totally smashed at Villas Bocage.
What's that?
We get totally smashed at Villas Bocage.
Yeah. Oh wait, well that's not what I want to do. First, I want to see. Well, what the heck? You guys are commenting. Practice stay up past midday to watch that. You owe me. Wow, you nothing. You got some great quality entertainment for nothing.
Truth, brother.
Given his turret wound up significantly separated from his tank. What do we got here from P-Box? I decided to go 10 mil when they released Cold War Commander 2, Todd. What's your thoughts on 10 mil? I've never painted before. Well, I'll tell you what. I got some Pendraken 10 mil when I got the new Blitzkrieg Commander. And Pendraken was very nice. It painted up great. Very good detail. I was impressed. I just didn't stick with it because I had already kind of committed to going with everything in 15. But I was super impressed with 10 mil from Pendraken anyway. I've never used anyone else's. So for Cold War Commander, it's probably good. I mean, a lot of people, if not Jay were on here, he'd argue you need to go 6 or McMurray would say 2 mil, but 6 mil sometimes. But I think 10 would work great. I'd be super happy. I don't know what minis you're looking at. Or would you go for that Plastic Soldier 10 mil that they released with North Hag or whatever? I haven't heard anything good or bad about it. I don't know. You watch your mouth there, Mini Warmat. So, you have any thoughts on 10 mil there, Kaiser?
Well, a bit like you, maybe 6 months before, I'd made a similar decision that I'd had a lot of Pentrack 10 mil, which I'd actually bought for Blitzkrieg Commander 1 years ago. Never really played it. And I was looking at my collection. I've got some 6 mil terrain and some 6 mil armies and some 10 mil games, some old 20 mil World War II. And I was like, I've got to pick a scale, especially because of the YouTube thing. I was like, you need to put out tables of the similar standard from one game to the next.
Yeah.
And I realized I'm okay with my miniature collections. I've really got to improve the tables. So I rationed down to 15 mil. So, and I like the Flames of War plastics a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could use, 10 mil with the 6 mil terrain because Blitzkrieg Cold War Commander, each stand's a platoon. So you could abstract it out. It's kind of abstracted. I think I'd go smaller though, terrain like 2 mil, actually.
I'm tempted a lot by 2 and 3 mil. I like the idea. We talked about it a bit before. I find the smaller the game is, the less credible it is to me. As I know you really prefer the sergeant's eye view. I just don't feel that lieutenants and sergeants have that degree of control over their men. So the higher the level the game, the more believable it is. The more immersive it is. It feels like these are the decisions that commanders make. Whereas when you're playing bolt action, these are the decisions that individual soldiers make.
Right. Have you so anyway, I hope that answers your question, Peacock. Is that Pendragon Arab Israeli? That'd be cool. And the boards should be relatively easy. McMurray says I only play line infantry games in 2.
Nice.
15 mil or less cheaper. Oh yeah, Pico Armor is fantastic for big games. And I'll tell you what, Pico Armor's buildings, wow, they're really cool. Pretty well detailed if you think about for 2 mil. And so I think I've talked about this before, but you make a little town, 4-inch town, and you got the buildings in there, and you just put the units on top of the buildings because it's again abstracted. So
short answer, Mini Warmat, is yes and no. It's like bolt action. On the face of it, its basic mechanics are very simple and very familiar. It's like, this is a number you need to roll to hit. This is a roll to penetrate the armor of a tank. Does it blow up? It's got a morale mechanic that's simpler than this. Tanks are bailed out or they're not, which is a bit odd because people jump in and out of their tanks like they're in a Benny Hill TV show. But it's just to simulate. I think it's like this tank is not operational at the moment.
Yeah, I've never looked at bailed out as they're bailing out. I always thought they're just kind of hunkered down. They're not functioning,
Yeah, they're ineffective this turn. They could do with a better term, really. And I guess stunned suggests that's not necessarily likely either, is it? There's 5 guys in this tank. They're unlikely to all be stunned if the tank still works. But yeah. But like this game, there's a lot that gets a lot of nuance quite quickly. As soon as you need to do a close assault or something like that, you suddenly find you need to go back to the rule book. If you want to fire artillery, things that just work really differently from the basic moving and shooting mechanics.
Yeah. Mini Warmat. I don't know. Flames of War. I can't decide if that would be a. So Mini Warmat really likes the Wiley games that we've been playing in Rocky's War Room.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to watch any of them yet. I need to get, because you guys are really into that, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it's because he's close here. He's on the other side of the state, so for 4 hours away for us, that's close.
Right, like buying local produce kind of thing.
Yeah, but Jay Wiley is a pretty cool dude. One of our guys, not Jay, has been playing. He's in the rule book as a play tester, so he's been playing forever. He talked forever about Wiley games. We're like, okay, yeah, whatever, man. And then finally, we kind of all caught. Some of us have caught the bug. But Mini Warmut really seems to. I'm going to speak for Mini Warmut. I could invite him into this chat, but I'm not gonna. So I'm going to speak for him. He's really taken to it, and he's having a hard time. He'll read a rule set and go, "Gosh, these aren't Wiley games," which I think is kind of cool. I've had that with rules. You're like, man, this just isn't X. But I can't think of a game right now. There's so many squad, kind of that company level games. Flames of War would probably be one of the more, I guess, easier ones. But you do get into some little.
Well, it's got a lot of things in it that really help you as a beginner. If you buy one of the start sets, it's got unit cards with the stats printed on them, which is a huge step for a lot of people who are totally beginning.
Yeah.
Because if you, I mean, a big thing for this is if you didn't play Warhammer when you were 15, then there isn't a lot about war games rules that'll be familiar to you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you did, you'll instantly recognize large areas of most rule sets that are skirmish games. Or you're playing a game from the 90s with a million charts and tables in it.
Yeah. I mean, I've looked for the Flames of War alternative. I know I Ain't Been Shot Mum is one of the more popular ones, but I don't know if I'd recommend it to Mini Warmut, actually. I don't know. I think
they're not beginner games, they're lardy games.
No, it's not sunk into my brain, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't sink into his. But I mean, I like the argument. I think Pete Boxes is a fan. I've had a hard time finding a company level game that's kind of that, besides Flames of War, that's kind of intro, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. I think Flames of War version 4 has been rebuilt from the ground up to make it accessible. A lot of the existing Flames of War players hate it because of that, though. Like, I think it was McMurray saying, yeah, don't play version 4.
Yeah, no, McMurray's not a fan. We go back and forth. I mean, if we play, if we ever get to play in person again, we'll play some version 3 stuff, scenarios or something. But the version 3 books are really cool. But I don't know. Hey, I've got a Hit the Beach box set here, Mini Warmut. I could send to you. Only cost me $5.
$5.
$5 cash. I would send it to you for free, Mini Warmut. But I know how you are about getting free stuff. You're too proud. You're a proud man.
He finds all of his best wargaming scenery in the bin, right?
Yeah. Look at this. This is accurate. Hey, you're the one that was tuning in and got all excited about it. But Pete Bacchus loves V4, so you can either go with McMurray with V3 Mini Warmut, and McMurray, or you can go with Pete Bacchus and go V4. So I know who I'd go with. They're both, protectors of the peace or whatever. So you're on the good hands either way. So, yes, that's true. Oh, Pete Bacchus, you like version 1 too. That's interesting. I don't know anything about version 1 Flames of War. Did you ever play that, Kaiser?
No, I hadn't done miniature gaming. I was much more into historical miniature gaming when I was young and living at home and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then when I did I've moved around a lot as an adult because I'm a librarian. There's not a lot of jobs. And if you want a better one, you've got to move to another town or wait for somebody to die. And then hopefully get the job out of the other 10 people in line for it. So I've moved around a lot, and it's only in the past 5 years I've actually had my own house with a spare room where I could go back into miniature gaming.
Yeah.
I've always done, PC gaming and role playing because they don't require space in the same way.
Yep.
So I missed loads of that stuff. I played the old, photocopied booklets with charts and tables war games in the 90s. And then when you look at something like Flames of War version 4, thinking, yeah, this is a really different game to the historical stuff I used to play, where you needed a calculator and you needed a ruler to read the chart.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot you guys had this
Your wife is a school librarian, Mini Woman. I'm a school librarian.
Dang.
Look at that. Amazing.
So Pete Boggis, I've seen V1 for sale. You know, you see the rule sets for sale occasionally all over, and I thought about getting V1 just to see what it looked like. I should probably check it out sometime just because I like reading rules. I'm curious, why is it easier? What the heck? Are you serious? That is hilarious. We're gonna have to have a librarian convention.
Your wife is a librarian too, the biggest library in Western Australia. I mean, that on the face of it sounds like a huge accolade, but then Western Australia may be a big place, but there's only 11 people that live there, and one of them's Paul, and the other one's his wife.
Oh man, that's just wrong. Yeah, I mean that's true. What, they got like 10 books there or something?
And a load of poisonous spiders and snakes, man. That's what I hear.
Paul is a guest on our show, and we are not treating him well. Yeah, that's funny. I was McMurray was talking to me about a channel who I'm subscribed to, but you know how when you're subscribed to people, you don't see their stuff, right? I mean, there's a guy, Kev from Big Board. I followed him for a million years. Guy puts out videos all the time. So I never see his video posts, right? Because it's like, who knows what the algorithm's saying. But so there's a channel that I was watching, and the guy was really big on not old school wargaming. That's not the way to say it, but kind of the more old school version of just kind of, it's a craft. You know, this is a hobby craft game, miniature gaming, right? It's not a corporate thing. What the heck?
I think, like, I don't know whether it's the same for you. I think one of the really important things about doing the YouTube is it really focused me on realizing I've got to paint my miniatures. Because I was historically one of these people, you know, I'd pay somebody else to do it or leave it or paint them very, very slowly. Yeah. Whereas now, because of the YouTube's like, no, this, you know, I've got to get some paint on these miniatures. Got to get it done.
No, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, me being a part of Rocky's War Room has encouraged me to paint, because you just kind of, first of all, it started out with just chats. So just having that kind of company while you're painting has helped.
Yeah.
We don't seem to do that kind of, well, we do actually. We don't do it live. Well, he has, like you have for your team, you know, just kind of a small Facebook group, and someone will say, hey, who's going on tonight? And so, you know, you'll join on after dinner and paint for a little bit. It does help. But kind of what I was getting at, though, is kind of this whole talk about version 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, mimeographed copies of rules, like when you were a wee lad. And so he's kind of that, you know, mindset that the corporate war games of Bolt Action and Flames of War and whatever, insert 40K or whatever here.
Yeah.
How those kind of, he feels like those kind of ruin the mindset that you have to play it that way. And really and it was really opened my eyes, kind of like why we house rule stuff so much, because it drives the board war gamers crazy. They're like, why are you? And I didn't really understand why as much until I heard that. I thought, yeah, the roots of this hobby are in, you know, me and the local dudes playing games and making our rules up, and then you get some Xerox copy of it, you know, somehow, and you're like, well, this is cool, but I don't think this is really how our view on machine guns is. So we're going to tweak this just a bit. And
yeah,
and that's okay, because it's like that's kind of what the whole thing is. And then you would. Because you're going to build your table differently than us, and you're going to, you know, I don't know. So
it's interesting, because I see that process, absolutely, but I don't, because I've been thinking about this a little bit recently. I don't think it is Games Workshop, and I think it's actually our own fault. I don't mean like you and me. I mean as a community, because when we used to play war games 20 years ago, we did it with a local group of people, and we maybe went to a convention once or twice a year to buy some models. Now, because of YouTube and social media, a lot of the coverage of those games is now high-level tournament stuff. And everybody who watches those videos, they've got a very clear idea of all the rules and how the discrepancies have been judged and what meta army lists are like. I had no concept of meta army list building when I was, you know, 20. Just there was a meta. It was like, yeah, Martin's dwarf army is way better than my elf army, but it wasn't like I didn't get that information externally. We just had our own experiences. Now, because of the sharing, I think the thing is that a lot of people now, when they're certainly when they're watching YouTube and they're playing the games, they're trying to play the Formula One game. They're not racing their own cars. They're trying to play at a very high level and comparing themselves always with that. This is what this game should be like. And when it's not, that's a really bizarre format of the game. Like you said, you should play it the way you want to play it. And a big one is to largely throw points out the window if you're playing with friends and just build lists that are going to give you a good game.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, and I kind of want to bring that up for Mini Warmutt's sake, because it's kind of like, especially the way Mini Warmutt's going to play, he's not going to play tournament. So you get bolt action and you play it, learn. I think it's important. I don't know if it's important, whatever, who cares? I think it's good to learn how to play the rules as written, because there's reasons behind some of the designs. And while you might think something's dumb, you might think, oh, well, that kind of makes sense after you play it for a while and you kind of see the connections between the systems of the game. But then you can start to tweak it. Like, I know a guy that didn't like bolt action because the ranges are weird. I'm like, well, I don't know, man, change them. I don't care. Whatever. It's, if you think they're long and you want to play hysterical scenarios, make the machine guns unlimited thing, and I don't know, whatever. Have fun.
Yeah. But I also think for me, if you want to play a simulation, play a computer game, it's going to do that massively better.
Oh yeah.
You're not playing anything close to realism as long as you can look down at the table, see all the models, and choose where they move. Once you're doing that, any reference to realism is out the window. Yeah,
no doubt. But I agree with what Mini Warmutt's saying here. I mean, that's why I do it most of the time. And so I'm going to do occasionally. I'll do things by the rules because I want people to see how they play. Like if I'm like these. But then most of the time I play bolt action, it's going to be kind of with my little tweaks. But if you're trying to, it depends on the purpose of your channel, as we talked about behind the scenes, right, Kaiser? So let's see here. Yeah. I mean, that's all this art is, right? I mean, I just listened to some rule designers on board war games, and they're talking about, good art is all stealing. So, I mean, borrowing. So, wait, I've been writing my own. I wrote nothing. I steal from here or there. Are you actually writing something down, though? Can we see it? Come on, man. Right.
I think I'll shoot Todd, though, because I'm hijacking your show now. Thanks for the game.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot. Yeah, it's been on a while. I didn't think. I appreciate the chat afterwards. It's always the fun part. So, hey, good morning. Have a good breakfast. Enjoy your Sunday.
Well, I will do.
All right, everybody. He's gone. Yeah, half cover thing. Well, that's why I'm doing this stuff, man. Newbies. Show you how they play. Anyway, so look me up, Mini Warmutt. I can send you this Hit the Beach set. You can try out the 15 mil Flames of War. Got a full rule book. Ready to go. Hey, Robbie, there's another newbie here, right? Are you a newbie, Robbie? What's your? Yeah, I mean, you've been asking some newbie questions, but do you have other games you've played? Yeah, he's out. Kaiser's out. Breakfast time. Yeah, I need to go to bed, or it will soon be breakfast time, and I'll be tired all day. So yeah, Robbie's been kind of popping in, asking questions. It's been good helping him out. I appreciate you coming on. So I'll probably do one more after I get him painted of the complete basic thing here. I was lucky to get Kaiser on here who could kind of help me go through it faster. So as Mini Warmutt knows, I wouldn't spend all my time. Very newbie. Well, then that's what we like. That's why I made that series. We might have to chat sometime, Robbie, and see what you're thinking and help you narrow down your choices. Have you narrowed it down to anything yet? I don't remember kind of did you want to go with bolt action? I can't remember what you were thinking, but we're all here to help out. And, you got a YouTube account. If you want to make some videos kind of along the journey, you'll start to get viewers, and we can help you out as you go. That's part of the fun of it. Hey, you leaving out? So let's see, for you, like 50, I think you're like 15 hours ahead of us here. So dang, it's 1, 15, 16, 4 o'clock in the afternoon there. So give or take on a Sunday. Bye, dude. See you later. Welcome to the madness, Robbie. Thinking bolt action. Okay, cool. Well, it's fun. It's a good start into the hobby. And the cool thing, Robbie, is especially if they're based like this, you can play it with Chain of Command. I don't know if you watched my Getting Started series, but you can play them with anything. Now they're big when you compare it to 15s and 6s and stuff. So storage is a thing. The terrain's bigger. Everything's bigger. More expensive, and I'm just mean for what you're getting, right? You can get metal minis. McMurray, so I'm a big fan of metal minis because you don't have to assemble them. Maybe put some heads on. So 3:30 p.m. Okay, so you're 14 hours ahead of us. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Robbie, no channel. Okay. Oh, saying goodbye to Kaiser. I got you, Paul. No channel. Well, if you ever get started, I understand it's kind of like Mini Warmud, right? I hope it's good to say this. He's been doing models on things, but playing a game is kind of like, I don't know about playing a game on his channel. But Mini Warmud's got a great channel about building terrain because he's a modeler first, and so he's used to that, but hasn't quite jumped onto the train of games on his channel yet. So if you start going, Robbie, just start filming and showing, kind of like what I've been doing with these minis here. Like here I built some out, I had this trouble with it, or what do you guys think? Another good channel, Robbie, have you checked out Hollywood Wargaming? He's got a couple of good videos on getting started in bolt action, and he can tell you better ways to build out this set that you saw today in a way that is more competitive. Will you do tournament games, Robbie? If so, I can't really help you much, but I'm just curious what you're thinking. Like most of us that kind of go, I'm not a hobby tournament player, so most of the people that pay attention to my channel, like I think most of the guys here aren't tournament players either. So, Paul, did you ever play Flames of War tournament? I mean, were you into that? I mean, you sound like you've been playing Flames of War for a long time, but I never really got that vibe that you were a tournament player. So I'd be interested in that. Now you got me wanting to find a version 1 rule book. I don't even have a version 2 Flames of War book. I have 2 and 3 and 4. Need to quit spitting. So you know what we're doing right now, boys and girls? We're going to see V1 Flames. It's got that. I like the art on the early Flames, the version 1 Flames of War. It is rough compared to the new stuff. I can get a version 2 for $550. Holy mackerel! Oh, here's a Flames of War huge lot for $119. It is version. Yeah, that is version 1 version. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on, man. So you got these minis that are base, not painted, not primed, glued to bases, and it's version 1 in a Stars and Stripes book. That is hilarious. Boy, the art has certainly gotten better. Like the one guy I was watching, Joy of Wargaming, said these are really art books more than they're wargaming books. $119 or best offer. Well, I guess I could offer them. I mean, the minis are worth something. They're old mini. Wow, dude. These are like I bet these are version 1 metals too. Whoo. Sorry, everybody. You probably don't want to hear me shopping here. I need to get back to the comments here. Okay, so just by yourself? All right. Yeah, man, you can do whatever. Bolt action is fun solo. I have a lot of fun playing it. And you can tweak the rules if you want. You know what we were saying? Like, so that makes sense to you, that kind of ring true to you, but you stick with the core rules. So Chain of Command is really probably a better game. I mean, really better historical. I use their army list. I use tons of scenarios, Chain of Command. So if you want ideas for games to play with that are historically based, and these guys do their history research, it's awesome. Then you can use bolt action to play the Chain of Command scenarios. There might be need to make a few tweaks based on, because the rules are different, how they function and how the systems work. But it's a way to go. But you make it work for you. So Chain of Command is a great game, but it doesn't click with me for whatever reason. And I just have more. When I'm done playing a game of bolt action solo, I've had a good time. I'm ready to roll again and start playing again. Chain of Command is a little different feeling. I'm like, oh, okay, but that's the beauty of it. You can go check out all the rules there. And there's more. There's Rate of Fire. so many freaking games out there, but Rate of Fire is another one. It's an older one. Played a couple tournament games, but not my thing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Cheapest chips. Well, like I said, I can find one with some army dudes. They actually look pretty good. I got like I said, the second edition for $550. It's not bad. Building a V1 rocket launch site. No, I don't want to build a V1 bomb. Come on. Maybe I need to write rules. That's funny. That's the thing coming up. I got to look on eBay. It's so funny to me you can't find those even like scanned or something because V1, I mean, golly. I wonder if they call them first edition or something. I just would like to see the I would like to see the evolution. It's interesting kind of how it's gone. I kind of first heard about it in version 2, and I steered away from it because it has kind of that code, not codex creep, but buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Oh, version 3's out. Now you got to rebuy this book, rebuy this book. Oh, and by the way, this unit's not. I'm like, oh, gee. So that's one thing. And I knew I wouldn't play tournaments, so I kind of steered away from it. And I always tend to go for the things that are the smaller, less popular things. I don't know why I do that. It makes me feel edgy, I guess. I don't know. I'm so whatever. But well, I'm not finding it yet. I don't need to sit here looking for that while I'm on with you guys. I got some good conversation here going on. Yeah, I know P-Bacchus doesn't like Chain of Command. I think you and McMurray are like complete opposites, but you're so similar in so many ways. But because he really likes Chain of Command. He likes bolt action too. He's just played it a million years, so he's not quite as into it now. But he's played tournaments. So Robbie, and so this is the beautiful thing about this hobby. It's really about a way of getting some minis and playing, like I said in the description of my video, going pew pew. Because when I think we're all boys in this room. When we're all little boys watching playing with our army men, pew pew, and that's kind of what I did. Like, I think Robbie, it might have been you that said, let's play this unpainted. And there was a couple other guys. But even like McMurray said, paint the Germans gray and the Americans green and then go for it, And obviously I want to paint more than that. I think that's kind of the thing to do with this hobby, but is to paint them more. But I am tabletop quality. So, but man, you just play so what I'm getting at is P-Bacchus doesn't like Chain of Command and McMurray does. And you're going to find that every flipping rule set I bring up, or you bring up any video. People who love it, hate it, and for whatever reason, it's like you can't let that sway you either way. Like gosh, who was I listening to? Oh, it's some board gamers talking about they love these two certain games. A lot of people don't. And it's like, well, I don't know. Play it if you like it. Play it. So I would encourage you, Robbie, not to, and I'm not that you are, but you don't have to get too stuck on a particular set. Just, I would say it's going to take a few sets of rules for you to figure out what you like. Unless you're like Mini Warmat and you're like, oh, I love Jay Wiley games, and then you just play Jay Wiley games. So those sandbox games are cool. So I don't need to keep that up there. Yeah. So do you enjoy painting, Robbie? Do you enjoy painting, Robbie? This is the importance of comments. Do you enjoy painting, Robbie? Question mark. Or do you enjoy? Yeah. Do you enjoy painting? Because it's not one of my favorite things. But I'll tell you, when you do it, and it feels good to have it done, and it looks good. I mean, it looks. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks good. Whatever quality. So, like Mini Warmat likes building and. I would agree generally, P-Bacchus. It seems like I've had a lot of videos though where they're just primed, but I prefer to play painted on the table. I mean, I just think it's better. It's the better way. I mean, that's part of the reason I'm playing miniatures instead of just playing these hex and counter games that I showed you is because it gets more immersive, and it's more easier to be immersive when it's painted, at least with boots, a little bit of boots, bags, and skin and guns, at least. Then you can go do all your shadowing and all that. Hey, most of us aren't, so it's cool. That's cool. If you love it, you love it. Oh, gee, I'm up late because I was just waiting for you to come on, and now you're here. So my life is complete. My Sunday is complete. Yeah, no, you're 100% right, Paul. exactly. I did. I was one of the things I was going to do, and I decided against it because I didn't want to spend money on it. It's not that much. I was going to buy some Airfix dudes and just play some 172nd. Say, if you really want to get into miniature wargaming, here's what you do. Do it like we all did when we were 10. Go buy some Airfix German paratroopers and some British and go do Crete or something. That's what I was going to do. I'd still have to build a Matilda or something like that. But I'm like, if you really want to get into it, just do that. And I think there's a couple guys that do their games like that. And again, if you want to do it that way, more power to you. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do that with these bolt action because it freaking took me 11 and a half hours to build them. So I don't really want to play them on painted because it's like, that's kind of anticlimactic. So I'll do some half butt job on it if I can. So this is hilarious. I keep wanting to go to sleep, but the number of people watching keeps going up. So I'm like, oh, I can keep going, but really I should go to bed. But any other comments out there? Robbie, like I said, I keep saying it. If you start posting some stuff, just even 1 minute video like I painted this. Look at me. I'm a big boy now. So what else? Anything else? Fun game. It's great having you guys on. It's fun. See, Robbie, you get to have fun chats like this with people from Australia to England to Seattle to Arizona. Come on, man. It's better. It doesn't get better than this. From doctors, lawyers, police, business dudes. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Librarians, apparently, like crazy. Almost everyone's spouses. Ditch diggers. Man, we got them all. Everyone plays miniature war games. So anyway, I'm probably going to do a video talking about, because I've really been watching a lot of Joy of Wargaming. I like his philosophy about a lot of things. So I don't know, just got me thinking about stuff, narrowing down my choice. And again, Robbie, maybe something else you want to do is you might want to try out with different scales. Like Paul Becca says, just face it, you're going to play every scale and you're going to have every scale. You're going to have a German army in every scale. Okay. And you're going to have them all and you're going to like it and you're going to keep them all. But, yeah. Yes, this has been fun. So I think we're going to call it. I appreciate you guys all coming on. It's all fantastic. So many comments here, and I got left behind while I was playing. I got kind of wrapped up in it, but that was awesome. So Rocky's War Room came on. He's got a good channel, Mini War Mud. P. Bacchus makes them some videos. Of course, Modeling for Advantage, fantastic set. Robbie, I hope you watch Modeling for Advantage. I mean, they're very inspiring. And they do good work. So, like I said at the beginning, I shoot for high levels of mediocrity here. Just busting your nuggets. Whew, sounds painful. Rocky's War Room. Oh, great. Now I see some people I need to delete off here. Fantastic. That's one thing when you get people following you, get some really fun comments from bots. Okay, so lots of the same people. So okay, so I mentioned all the channels. You guys are fantastic. I'm not sure when my next live pop in will be, but look for it. Next thing you'll see is some more just progress on painting these minis if I can get them primed. To get those nice days and get them painted because I don't want P-Bacchus getting after me. I'm not painting the bottoms though. All right, you all are awesome. We'll see you later. Remember, 20 minutes a day, I'll get it done and roll dice. See you.